Kasi palagi lang naman, yung first 10 seconds ng program, palagi ako naghahanap ng aking links. Para, ang tagal mong yun! Ay, Diyos ko. Ayan na! Ay, share ko na po siya, makakapagsimula na tayo. Ayan. Ayan na. Makakapagsimula na po tayo. Session ako, palagi lang ako ganito. Pag simula ng show, bakit ba? Yun. Okay. Hanapin ko lang po ito ng comment section para mag-shoutout na agad. Magandang hapon mga ka-Pageantry. We are now here in episode 9 of PageantryNorms Season 4. Kumusta po kayo? Ako po, kumusta niyo po? Sobrang init ng panahon. Naluloka ako talaga sa init ng panahon. Para pa ako nasa loob ng oven. Araw-araw. Kaya para bang ayoko nang dumarating ng tanghali. Dahil pag tanghali na, biglang init ng panahon. Kaya, yun po. Teka po, hindi na po. Gerard, paki-guide sila, please. Ayan. As I was saying, sobrang init ko panahon ngayon. You might ask, bakit ka pa nagsusuot ng dark? Siyempre naman po, mas nakakabata ang dark. Kung live, yun mo kalalo kung sige sa natin dito. Kumuha ko ang aking yung gray hair ko. Lumalabas na. Pero masaya po ako dahil nakakuha na ako ng first vaccine dose ko. At early next month, yung second na po. So, ay, meron tayong early bird. Hello, PJ Deloria. Ang topic po natin, si Lovely po, pumapasok pa lang po sa backstage. Nahihirapan. Kabababa lang po niya mula sa bunubunduki ng Isabela at nag-shoot daw po siya ng tourism promotion video niya. Skylar Grace Reyes. Hindi ko po siya makasama. This afternoon, if you will remember, I had 3 parts for my Binibinis back in action series. I did those 3 episodes specifically because ang original schedule po talaga ng finals ng Pilipinas 2021 was April 17. So, pero na-move na naman po. So, I now have more time to accommodate more of the Binibinis as my guests. So, I am starting with a new series na ngayon po season 4 pa, episode 9 magsisimula. Pero for sure, mag-crossover po ito sa season 5 late next month or by June. First anniversary na po. Nag-pressure po ako. Anyways, mag-shoutout po muna tayo kay Gilbert Incoy Jr. Oh, hi, Shandy Monte Carlo Lim. Yes. Na-move nga po ang file sa Binibini Pilipinas 21. So now it's in last week of June. So that gives me more time to guess the other Binibinis na hindi ko pa nag-guess. And so I started my new series for the ladies, yung Along and Winding Road to the Crown. Kasi ito naman po, medyo matagal na. Malagilin tayo. And the pageant has now become an extreme test of patience and commitment. Yes, Hiliton Marañon sa June 27 po ang finals ng Binibini. Kaya medyo humaba talaga ang paghihintay. So, Mark Louis ulit, hi, Guy, God bless too. May 4 po tayong Binibinis na guests this afternoon. They are representing 4 different provinces in different parts of the Philippines. 3 from Luzon and 1 from Mindoro. And natutuwa po ako dahil medyo nagchika-chika na po ako sa backstage kanina bago mag-start ang live broadcast. And medyo ano na po sila ngayon. Warm up na po sila. Nakahanda na po sila na sabi ko nga hirapan ko daw sila sa Q&A. Yes. Ay, Diyos ko po. Yes, hello po. Tito Voltaire Tayag. Ay, alam ko kung bakit ka nanonood ngayon. Alam ko kung sino ang paborito mo sa guests ko. Silang apat, for sure. Yes. So, let me introduce my guests this afternoon. We will start among the four. We'll start from the last, Binibini 34. Alam niyo, tuwa po ako dito Binibini 34. It's not in Binibini Pilipinas that I had my first encounter with her. It was actually during Reina ng Aliwan back in 2019 ba? 2019 or 2018 that I first had a chance to meet this lady. And then, nai-invite naman po ako to do online judging with the people of Sultan Kudarat sa Kalimutan Festival nila. I think late last year, I did a judging for the travel blog competition. So, natutuwa po ako na, in a way, natutuwa ako na extend yung finals ng Binibini Pilipinas kasi it gives me more chance to guess the other Binibinis na hindi ko nag-feature here in PageantryNorms. So, let me introduce to you our Binibini 34, representing Sultan Kudarat, Honey Be Parreñas. Hello, Honey Be. Honey Be ba?
Hi, Tito. Honey Be.
Honey Be, Honey Bee. Honey Be?
It's Honey Be. Yeah.
Be talaga. Oo, mula pa nung Rina ng Aliwan, nagkakilala tayo. Talaga nga, sabi ko, ano ba kakot to? Paano ko ba siya tatawagin? Honey Be? Honey Bee? Honey Be talaga.
If ever hindi po kayo comfortable, you can call me HB, Tito. HB.
Ayoko. Dahil ang HB, no, ang HB sa akin is high blood. Nakakaloka ka talaga. Oy, Honey Be, batiin mo muna ang ating mga viewers. Greet our viewers first and give a special greeting shout out to the pure kababayans in Sultan Kudarat as well.
Yes, thank you, Tito. Well, hi to all our viewers. Ngayon pong hapon, magandang hapon sa lahat. Kag sa tanan nga Sultan Kudaratenyos nga nagalantaw subong nga hapon, madamo gid nga salamat sa pagsuporta kag pagsalig hanin sang una. Tani, i-continue nyo ko i-support. Palangga ko kamutanan kag para gid sa inyo tanan.
Ay, hindi ako natutuwa sa yung Honey Be. Walang, yung bang, pag pinagsalita kita, walang arte-arte. Sige, go. Talagang, hindi, kasi I think it also helps that binibigyan ka rin ng chance, ng opportunity ng province mo na mag-host, hindi ba? Like sa Kalimutan Festival nga, hindi ba, nag-host ka. Kung nakita nyo lang po nag-host siya, oo. Siyempre, medyo very formal nga lang po sila pag nag-host doon because it's for the festival. Pero ito po si Honey Be. Ito yung si Honey Be. Pakita mo, ha? Itim na yung background, itim pa yung outfit na siya. Kumusta ka na?
Kahit konti, Tito.
Oo. Kumusta ka na ba?
I'm good po and I'm so blessed na nakauwi po ako ulit dito sa province during ECQ po na nangyari dyan sa Luzon, Tito. So, ngayon po, andito po ako sa province namin po. Kaya, Tito, kumusta po?
Eto, walang love life. Baka sakaling, baka, Honey Be, baka sakaling makahanap ako noong batong hinahalikan sa South Cotabato para magkaroon daw ng love life. Ay, naku, alam niyo, naloka po ako sa kinukwento ni Honey Be na yun. Meron daw bato sa South Cotabato na pag hinalikan mo, para bang ano ba yun?
Na-feature na yun eh.
Parang ano ba? Ano yun? Sa iba, sa fairy tale, palaka ang hinahalikan doon sa South Cotabato, bato.
Bato.
Oo. Pero ano ba? Kumusta ba?
Tito, itry ba natin?
Sige, go tayo dyan. Kumusta ba ang Sultan Kudarat ngayon nowadays,
Well,
Honey Bear?
as of now po, super active pa din po ng Sultan Kudarat and safe naman po dito. Hindi po kasing taas ng cases nung nasa Luzon. Pero cautious pa din naman po yung mga taga Sultan Kudarateños and nagko-cooperate po sila sa health protocol. So, I am so thankful po talaga na cooperative ang Sultan Kudarateños. Kaya hindi po masyadong mataas yung cases dito.
Okay. Ano ba ang update mo sa amin? Ano ba ang number of cases diyan ngayon? Nasa thousands ba o hundreds lang?
Parang last
hindi siya nag-update. Oo, sa DOH.
Last update ko po hundreds din. I-report sa DOH. Last update ko po hundreds pa lang po dito. Sa Sultan Kudarat Province talaga. Pero as Dr. Jan as whole, hindi ko po sure.
Honey Bear, may nakabantay sa'yo na may viewer tayo nakabantay sa bawat sinasabi mo dito sa program. O si Enan Bernaldez Cruz, KF, pinapanood ka niya. Tinitingnan niya ang bawat sasabihin mo. Baka daw mamaya love life mo ang pag-usapan natin eh.
Nako, may kurot na pinong-pino yan, tito.
Ang buti sa'yo, kurot. Sa akin, siko. Talagang, wala talaga. Anyways, Honey Bear, let me introduce our other guests first bago tayo magkaroon ng group discussion. Ang second guest po natin this afternoon, she comes from Oriental, Mindoro. Sabi ko nga po sa kanya sa backstage kanina, nakapunta na ako Oriental, Mindoro, pero dun sa side lang po ng Puerto Galera ng mga dive sites doon. Hindi po sa beach, yung mga dive sites. So, medyo mahirap naman po mag-swimming doon dahil ang lalim po ng tubig talaga para sa divers talaga. Pero marami po nagtatanong kung kamag-anak nga daw niya, yung beauty queen, nakapilido niya. Tatanungin po natin siya. Friends, let's welcome Binibini 27, all the way from Oriental, Mindoro, Graciella Lehmann. Hello, Graciella.
Hi, Tito. Good afternoon.
Bumati ka nga muna sa mga viewers natin, Graciella.
Hello po, good afternoon everybody, especially po sa mga taga-Oriental Mindoro. And also, I'm giving a huge shout out nga po pala sa mga Pinamaleños as they are celebrating our town fiesta. It's called Bahaghari Festival. And also sa mga Mangyan community na sinusupport po namin on the north. And also to my Kasusi Foundation family. Hello everybody. And everyone.
Hoy, Graciella, hindi ka ba naiinggit na town fiesta niyo pala pero you're not there to celebrate with them?
Super namimiss ko na nga po yung province po namin dito.
Alam niyo po,
celebrating with them.
Pag tinitingnan niyo po si Graciella, para ba siyang nasa tabi ng isang napakalaking dagat na lumilipad lahat ng kanyang buhok. Pero sa totoo lang po, she's only here in the metro. Pero nililipad pa rin ang buhok niya talaga. Para bang isa commercial siya ng shampoo na pinapalipad ang buhok niya. O, tuntua naman siya. Pero, Graciella,
sa balcony.
Oo, kaya nga.
Very
para bang
refreshing naman yung air.
pero yung araw nakatama sa yung araw.
Yes, natural sunlight.
Ay, naku na.
Teka,
shout out. Ay, ito, walang love life. Sabi ko nga kay Honey Be, buti ikaw meron.
Ay, di naman.
Nakakaloka naman yan. Teka lang po mag-shoutout lang tayo. Marami na naipunan na po ako. Shoutout po tayo kay Lyndon Johnson, kay Sonia Vicente Badaogan, kay Jaime Lopez, Lady Bubbles Buwado, and Yael Keith Vistro na nagsasabi na si Graciella daw ay kahawig ni Elizabeth Clancy. Ay! Nakakaloka!
Thank you so much! Grabe naman.
Yum!
Super
Hello, yum!
Oo, so who are tuning in.
Once and for all, Graciella, please set the record straight sa lahat na nagtatanong. kaano-ano mo daw si Laura Lehmann?
Actually, we are not related to each other, but to be honest, I'm really looking up to her as my role model kasi she is a journalist. Before, back when I was in high school and college, I was also a campus journalist and a broadcaster before during school. And also, she's a beauty queen. That's why she's really, really beautiful inside and out.
Ay, kaya nga
Kasi
eh. Pag
courtside
daw,
reporter talaga siya.
oo. Pag daw kasi Lehmann ang apelido, dapat yan super galing sumagot sa Q&A, hindi ba? Kaya dapat
Ay,
pinahihirapan, hindi ba?
grabe naman, Tito.
Oo. Yes. O, may nagsabi na pa dito. Si Adriana Pala Gilbuela, dapat daw Miss Grand International ka, Graciella. Ay, ano ba yan? Sanay ka bang
Ay,
mag-sign? Ako, ano ba?
kapong ka?
Ay, nako, Diyos ko. Ano ba
Sawari
yan?
ka.
Diyos ko, lang ibang masabi. Yun lang po masasabi niya. Diyos ko.
Yan.
Oo.
Pero Tito, fun fact, super favorite ko talaga pad thai from Thailand. And mango sticky rice as in. It's a must try.
Oo. Yun naman, alam mo naman kasi, ako rin kasi, I love eating Thai food, Graciella. Pero, para sa akin kasi yung pad Thai, lalo na kapag nasa Bangkok ako, for example, pag kumain na ako ng pad Thai ng first 2 days, pag yung third day, hindi ko na siya hinahanap kasi ang dami-daming pagkain doon eh. Para bang, ano ba yun? Araw-araw lang ba ako mag-pad Thai? Ano naman ako pag puro yung nakakainin ko. Kaya, kasi ako doon eh, lagi ako kumakain sa tabi ng daan lang dahil
Yes,
mura-mura
Tito,
na
very affordable.
pagkain.
Even yung mga Thai milk tea, Thai iced tea, coffee, super mura lang talaga.
Oo, at saka may love life din ako doon. Kaya, yun
Ay,
isang
talaga?
magandang bahagi.
Nako.
Oo, pero yun ang magandang bahagi noon, Diyos ko. Alam mo talaga ako sa lumilipad ng buhok dyan. Para bang merong electric current na nagpapatayo sa lahat ng buhok mo. Tuwan-tuwa
Oh,
ako
Tito, ang lakas
tingnan.
ng
Ano?
hangin.
But that's good. Mabuti ng mahangin. Okay, Graciela, let me introduce the 2 remaining ladies first before we go into group
Yeah,
discussion.
sure.
Our third guest this afternoon. She's representing one of the provinces in the Philippines na hindi dinadayo ng turista because of yung mga surfing waves and the nice beaches, La Union. And ilang beses na rin po ako nakabase sa kanilang probinsya, La Union. Party yung pag there was time I was a judge of Mutiati La Union. Tapos nag-cover din po ang Mutiati La Union. And dapat po kung hindi natuloy yung pandemic, marami po dapat ang invitation para mag-judge sa ibang parts ng La Union. Actually, right before, a fun fact, right before nag-start the pandemic, it was in Aguilian in La Union where I had my last out-of-town judging. And at that time po, may dalawa na ako dapat standing invitation to judge in other municipalities of La Union. Kaya lang, when COVID struck, so yan, hindi naman po natuloy yun. Friends, let's welcome our Binibini 21 all the way from LU, La Union, Carina G. Cariño. Hello, Carina.
Hi, Tito Norman. Hi. And to
Hello.
everyone watching the TV right now, hello po.
Carina, would you
Kamusta ka naman,
like
Tito
to...
Norman?
Ay, mabuti ko. Alam mo naman, mula ko pa kayo na ko pa sinasabi na mainit ang panahon, walang love life and everything, pero okay lang yon. Pero, Carina, please greet yung mga kababayan mo sa La Union naman in your native dialect. Wow, puput kita on the spot. Sige. Sige. Greet them.
Naimbag na aldaw. Naimbag na aldaw sa aking mga kailian. So, I hope na i-enjoy no ang aming session for today. So, I think naman kasi sa LU, hindi lang Ilocano eh. Medyo mix na siya of Ilocano, Tagalog. Pero, syempre, still, even sa mga pag-greet namin, meron pa rin pag-iilocano, Tito Norman.
Ay, naku, Carina, naluloka ako sa dami dito mga nag-shoutout sa'yo. Go, Carina. Go, 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 La Union and everything. Talagang maraming supporters ang Carina Cariño. Ay, naku. Carina, remember the very last time na nagkita
Opo.
tayo? Sa Mutiati La Union 2019.
Was it back
20 yun.
in, Mutya?
2020.
Opo.
Hindi. Yung,
2020. Last
yung Mutiati La Union last
year.
year. Sabi ko nga sa iyo, La Union was my last out of town. Well, pageant coverage, yung Mutya, yun ang last ko na out of town. Tapos ang last ko na out of town pageant judging is in La Union 2.
Yes.
Sa Nagilian din. Tapos nag-COVID. May nakabitin na ako Oo. Tapos invited na ako dapat ng 2 pang municipality sa La Union. Tapos biglang nag-COVID. So, hindi natuloy. So, naging sad ako ng konti. Pero, anyway, masaya ako pag nasa La Union ako because ang ganda kasi ng beach, madaming pagkain. Tapos, maraming nagsiserve.
Tsaka Tito Norman, mukhang super, kayo. Parang lagi kayong nasa LU. Tsaka very accessible nga naman from Manila.
Ewan ko, alam mo, para sa akin ngayon, hindi na ako nagbibigay ng mga comments na, ang layo namang puntahan niya. Hindi na. Para sa akin, kahit, my God, if you only knew how many times I've been to Pagudpud, which is in the far, far north. Dumating na ako sa point na I didn't mind anymore kahit na gaano kahaba yung travel time by bus. Kaya, wala na sa akin. Local tourism for me is such an important part of my life also in pageantry. Dahil talaga nakapag-revisit ako sa saka sa Thunderbird. Just go, my God, yun naman sa Thunderbird pa kami nag-stay ng Mutiati La Union. Napaka-social naman talaga.
Siyempre, during Mutya, di ba?
Oo. Talagang nabi ko, kapag stay na po ako sa Thunderbird, and napaka-social po, nakapaligiran noon. Nakakaloka. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, gabi-gabi, napapanood ko yung La Union sa Thunderbird kasi dyan nag-shooting yung show ng GMA7 First Yaya. So, palaging naroon sa TV gabi-gabi. Kaya napanood ko. Pero ikaw, kumusta ka naman, Carina? Ano ba? Update mo naman kami sa iyo.
Ito po, Tito Norman. So, I think lahat naman kami as candidates, sobrang postponed ng pageant, pero tuloy pa din yung pagte-training namin. Personally, ako, I had to parang take a break muna. Kasi diba, student pilot na ako. And I decided to put that on pause muna since it's really difficult right now and the aviation industry is really experiencing or going through so much. So right now, ang pinagkakaabalahan ko is, of course, yung pagpapageant, trainings, of course, personal din na personality development, which is also important. Kasi I think right now, it's really on your own pace. Alam niyo yun? Yung parang, minsan nababurn out ka mentally because of what's happening and you have to really pace yourself with what you have to do or accomplish within the day. Do you ever feel that, Tito Norman, na parang overwhelming na minsan, no?
Palagi. Alam mo, kaya nga masaya lang ako because of this PageantryNorms kasi at least once a week, there's always this outlet where I can parang online diary to. I talk to people. And natutuwa ako because I give the Binibinis a chance also to practice the way they answer questions. Kaya hindi ba sabi ko sa iyo when I invited you, Carina, ikaw pahihirapan ko because I have high expectations on you. Oo, yung mga ganon. And of course, your supporters here. Dami-dami. Isa-isa nga natin sila. Sonia Balogan, Abigail Valle, Zaylin Alvar, Mamaril, Lourdes Gabilagin. Ako, Diyos ko po mga go, Miss Carina. Ano ba? Alam niyo po, pag natapos ng pandemic, sa LU po ako pupunta talagang
Thank you po.
Hindi naman dahil hindi ako sanay mag-surf.
Naku, Tito Norman, sobrang ganda right now.
Naku, alam mo, magkasalita ka ng ganyan. Alam mo naman, hindi kami makakalabas sa bubble. Nakakaloka kang babae ka. At saka, alam mo, may kukwento lang sa'yo kapiraso, Carina.
Tsaka medyo strict sila right now.
Yes. Pero meron akong lovely memory about La Union, Carina, because when I was invited to judge, in Santol, La Union. Santol, La Union. There's a Santol in La Union, hindi ba? Yeah.
Yes.
Tapos, ayun, talagang, yun ang paspasan.
Meron.
Oo,
It's new.
paspasan ka, oo, pero may nakilala kasi ako doon na someone na hanggang ngayon, kaibigan ko pa rin, na nakakatuwa lang pag naaalala ko palagi. Oo. Nakakatuwa. Pero alam mo, hindi siya taga La Union. Wala naman, nakakatuwa. Diyos ko, huwag niyo na po akong pilitin. Baka masabi ko yung pangalan.
Talaga?
Nakakaloka. Ayoko po magsabi ng names. Nakakaloka.
Name drop na.
Baka mamaya, biglang
Tito
mapakanta
Norman.
ko.
Magtatanong ako sa mga kakilala ko.
Baka mapakanta ko bigla mamaya. Nakakaloka. Ano ba? Teka nga, Carina, I'll introduce our last guest para makapagsimula na tayo ng group discussion.
Name drop
Okay?
niyo din yan.
Mamaya, okay, our last guest, our fourth guest this afternoon. My God, ito po talagang very hectic ang schedule niya for today. Dahil before po siya nag-head dito sa live broadcast natin ng PageantryNorms, she had her tourism promotional shoot, a video shoot for the province of Isabela. So, talaga pong, ano siya ngayon? Hectic, ratsyada po siya today. Friends, let's welcome Binibini 20. Lovely Mercado. Lovely. Hello, lovely.
Hello po, Tito Norms. Hi, Tito
Lovely.
Norman.
Hello.
How are you po? Na-stress po ako sa
Lovely.
pag-link.
Sige lang, okay lang yon. Importante nandyan ka.
Yes.
Lovely. Bumati ka naman sa mga taga Isabela at sa mga viewers natin.
Of course, naimbag na daw kada kayo amin. So, all my viewers out there sa mga taga Isabela. And happy fiesta pala to my town, Roxas, Isabela. Happy fiesta po sa lahat sa inyo.
Ay, kakatuwa, piyesta dyan. Maraming kainan ngayon dyan.
Kaso pandemic, Tito Norms.
Eh, siyempre, naghanda pa rin kayo sa bahay kahit pa paano, hindi ba?
Okay lang po yung mic ko, Tito Norms.
Oo. Ano ba? Kanino ka ba tumitingin? Sa akin ka tumingin, lovely. Tumitingin ka sa boyfriend mo dyan sa tabi mo. Oo. Lovely. Ano ba? Hoy, lovely. Ano ba yung ginawa mo kanina?
Yes,
nag-shoot ka ng tourism video shoot?
Yes po.
Ano yun?
That is a local TV po, promotional shoot po dito sa Isabela. Sa tourist spot po namin here, Isabela and products po.
Ay, ang daming nagpa-shout out dito kay kay Lovely.
Wow.
Oo, Maika, Angela,
Hello
Nicole
po.
Fernandez. Oo. Again, si PJ Viloria.
Hi,
Shout out from
baby.
Abra, Jan Edward Tacular. Oo. Skylar Grace Reyes. Oo.
Wow.
Marami nagmamahal kayo. Ato, ako po ang
thank
boyfriend
you.
ni Lovely Mercado. O, yung boyfriend mo nanonood
Oh,
din.
talaga?
Oo, ano ba? Joke lang ko naman. Hinanap niya talaga yung pangalan. Ay, narito ba? Nasa yung pangalan niya. Ay, naku, ibang level ka rin naman. Naku, humanda ka sa mga questions ko mamaya. Lovely, humanda ka. Direct, mag-ano na po tayo. Mag-group discussion na po tayo dahil pag ganito po na ganito mag-screen na po tayo na kaming lima para makapagsimula na po tayo ng ating group discussion. Pero habang binabalik mo direct yung lima kami on screen, uunahin ko na po si Lovely. Lovely, di ba pinadala ko naman sa inyo yung discussion kung ano pag-uusapan natin, hindi ba? Ang first part is virtual room tour. Nasaan ka ba ngayon, Lovely?
I'm here in my room sa kwarto ko po, Tito Norms. As maliit lang.
Sige.
Talagang virtual room.
Kaya nga, oo. Ala ka bang ma-share dyan na something special, a souvenir, an item, or anything that is close to your heart?
Okay, Tito Norm, I want to share to you these things na very memorable for me, which is display lang po siya. Nasaan na siya?
Ruler ba
Nababasa
yan?
niyo po ba siya?
Ano,
Hindi, ruler
ba
po
yan?
siya na...
Ano yan?
Nakita niyo po ba?
Oh, I love
Na
my
nakalagay
boyfriend.
is, hello!
Nakita ko yung teachers. Alam ko yung Ay, teacher ka
Yeah.
ba? Lovely.
Yes po, Tito
Ay,
Norm.
pareho pala tayo. Nakakaloka.
Oh, talaga ba?
Yes. Actually, alam mo, binabasa ko Lovely. Pinatry kong basahin yung nasa ilalim. Kasi yung teachers na nakikita ko. Ano yung
Ayun.
nakasulat sa ilalim?
I
Thank you for a
I
teacher.
think-
Ay! Nakakaiyak naman yan. Thank you for
I
a
thank
teacher
God
like you.
for a teacher like you. Yes po, nakaka-touch po yung message niya. Actually, binigay po sa akin ito ng isang estudyante wherein a teacher's day po. And that is my first year of my teaching. In volunteer teacher po kasi ako, Tito Norms, sa far-flung area of my municipality. And napakaganda lang po na mabigyan ng isang kahit na simpleng bagay lamang po na kailangan nating pahalagahan, hindi ba, Tito Norms? And
Alam
this
mo,
is one
Oo. Nakakaloka lang, Lovely. Binigyan ka ng estudyante mo ng ganyan in a far-flung municipality. Samantalang ako, naging teacher ako ng 9 years sa isang universidad ng mga mayayamang estudyante. Walang nagbigay sa akin ng ruler kahit minsan, Lovely. Ano ba?
ba?
Nakakaloka. Oo. Pero nakakatuwa kasi yan eh. Hindi mo pwede sabihin na ruler lang siya, pero the mere
Yes.
thought na binigyan ka. Oo. Kaya,
And there's sentimental value na sa akin ito. So, nakadisplay talaga siya sa kwarto ko, Tito Norms.
ano ba
Yes,
tinuturo
that's-
mong subject, Lovely?
Filipino, Tito Norms, kasi I'm major in Filipino po.
I see. Ngayon, ano ka
Yes.
namang class? Ano kang klaseng teacher? Lovely.
I'm a jolly person, Tito Norms. Alam na mga estudyante ko yan. Parang friendly lang po kami.
Pero anong sinasabi nila sa iyo, Lovely, pag sasabihin nila, ay, ang teacher namin, ang tangkad-tangkad naman.
Opo. Alam mo yung tinitingala ka ng mga estudyante mo kasi yung mga mostly na tinuturuan ko is grade 7 pa lang po. I'm a junior teacher, Tito Norms.
Oo. So, ano naman masasabi? Pag ang tangkad-tangkad naman po ng teacher namin, ay, crush ko po siya. Ano sabihin mo kapag may gano'n nagsabi sa'yo? Ay, crush ko
Nako.
teacher namin. Ganoon.
Nako, mag-aaral ka muna, anak. Kasi anak yung
ganoon.
sinasabi ko sa kanila.
Oh,
Yes po, Tito
okay, ito may nag-shoutout. Ako po ang boyfriend ni Lovely. Ano daw po ang message
True na ba
niya
yan,
para
Tito?
sa...
True na ba?
Ay, talagang mahuhuli ko na yan. Talagang meron. Nakakaloka. Oh.
Huwag kang ganyan, Tito.
Oo, talagang, palagi ko ba naghihintay lang sa labas ng salas yan? Palagi ko nasa
Hoy!
living room lang. Ay, nako, iba iba yung level talaga mga taga Isabela, no?
Yes, probinsyana.
Hindi, pero ako, ang experience ko, I've never been to Isabela, Lovely.
9
But
years dito, no?
Oo. I've never been to
Wow.
Isabela, but I have been to Tuguegarao and the Cagayan region. So, alam ko, napakainit dyan. Sobrang init.
Super mainit po. Pinakamainit na po ata dito. Actually, malapit lang kami sa Cagayan Valley. 2 hours lang po yung biyahe dito sa
Oo.
Isabela. So, napakainit sobra.
Pero kahit na napakainit dyan, Lovely, ang sarap-sarap ng itlog na maalat, tsaka yung bang sili na binalot sa itlog na kinakain, parang dynamite or something, na ewan ko.
Opo.
Pero alam nyo, dyan po sa area, sa Tuguegarao, or siguro sa Cagayan din,
Tuguegarao
Isabela,
po yun.
ang sarap-sarap po ng itlog na maalat dyan kasi may mantika yung loob. Dyan ba
Meron din
meron din sa
po kami
Isabela.
golden egg. Hindi lang po itlog na malat, golden egg po, Tito Norms.
Ay, gusto ko ng golden
Yeah.
egg. Lovely. Mahilig ako sa
Masarap
itlog.
yung golden egg. Yeah.
Ay,
You want to try it, Tito Norms?
syempre, itlog yan. Pwede ba namang hindi i-try yan? Kahit si Direk, maku, magugustuhan niya itlog na yan for sure. Golden yan eh.
Ba?
Oo, parang
Yeah.
golden. Parang
Isa
Miss
sa-
Grand International egg. Di ba?
Sa mga product po namin dito sa Roxas po, yung golden egg po.
Na doon. Direct, sige na, ibalik na po natin yung group para makapag-virtual room tour na rin tayo dun sa iba nating mga kasama. Kay Carina, kay Graciella, tsaka kay Honey Be. Para po mag-ano na tayo direct. Yan na. Hindi na lumilipad ang buhok ni Graciella. Ay, nako. Tinan mo, parang didisco. Carina, ikaw naman. Virtual room tour. Ano or sino ang papakilala mo sa amin ngayon o isi-share? Ito naman si Carina. Naka-frozen delight na naman po si Carina. Pero ang nakakatuwa po sila yung si Honey Be.
Yung piano.
Carina, naririnig mo na ba ako, Carina?
So, yun.
Carina?
Ayan. Tagal ko nang merong piano actually.
Ay, nako. Sige. Ang kakausapin ko muna ngayon ay si Honey Be. Honey Be?
So,
Hi, Tito, again. Bakit
Bakit ba
ganun?
para kang disco na papatay-patay ang ilaw? Tignan mo. Ano ba yan? Para naman, parang The Conjuring? Parang horror movie? Nakakaloka ka talaga, Honey Be.
Hala.
Hala ka. Ano ba ala ka bang i-share sa amin anything in your virtual room tour? Ay my God, si Carina, piano ang pinakita. Tignan mo, tignan niyo si Honey Be. Nakakaloka. Parang Christmas tree. Ano?
Okay na ba? Hindi talaga siya okay.
Ano
Bakit
i-share mo
ganon,
sa amin,
Tito?
Honey Be? Ay, baka kasi kasama mo yung boyfriend mo dyan.
Bakit kasi parang naka-fast motion?
Ay, nako ha. Baka naman mamaya, nag-fluctuate ang kuryente dyan sa Sultan Kudarat ngayon, ha?
Wala, wag
Ayan,
naman
okay
sana.
na. Hindi na. Ayan na, okay na. Sige na. Ano i-share mo?
So first and foremost po, isi-share ko muna na wala ako sa bahay. Actually, nandito po ako sa sa apartment ng handler ko po. Kasi masyadong mahina po yung internet connection sa bahay dito kasi medyo malayo na po kami sa city proper.
So ang
andito po ako ngayon
papakilala
sa
mo yung
apartment.
handler mo.
Oo, actually. Charot. Hindi, Tito. I have here something with me.
Ano yan, boyfriend
This one.
mo?
Oo,
Ay,
Tito.
part ng costume mo yan, di ba?
Hindi po.
Ano ba yung sombrero?
Pero ito po, tinatawag po tong kudong, Tito. Kudong.
Which is,
Yes po. Pero this one is improvised.
Para siyang parang salakot in a way, Parang
Yes,
salakot.
Tito. Salakot.
Oo. Pero salakot na sosyal, pang mayamang salakot.
Improvised ito, Tito, kasi ginamit po to ng handler ko last Talakudong Festival here po. So, ang tawag po sa festival dito sa city namin is Talakudong Festival, and sa province naman po namin is yung Kalimudan Festival po na alam niyo, Tito. So, ito po, ginagamit po ito ng mga farmers as a headgear po to protect themselves from the extreme heat of the sun po pag nagtatrabaho sila sa mga farmlands po nila. So, ganyan.
Hindi nakakatuwa si Honey Be. Para siyang parang fast forward na.
Ano pong nangyayari dito? Hindi ko din po alam.
Oo, hindi naman, baka naman baka naman talaga, para ka nagsasayaw lang. Ano ba? Carina, ikaw ba naririnig mo ako, Carina? Carina? Nanuloka naman ako dito kay Carina. Ano ba? Nasa LU? Yata ng Agos yung kanya. Carina? Hay nako, Carina. Si Graciella ang kakausapin ko. Graciella?
Hi, Tito. Can you hear me po?
I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you, Gratz. I can hear you.
Okay, hi, Tito. So
what
I
will
would
you
like
share?
to share my stationary bike. It's right here.
What's so special about it?
Well, Tito, I'm using it to, keep my physical fitness and also to burn all the calories. Kasi I have to admit, I have been eating a lot recently, brought up by stress then and tukso.
So,
Hello?
ibig sabihin, talagang araw-araw ka talaga diyang nag-stationary bike.
As much as I can, Tito. Yes.
Hindi ka ba nalulula? Because you're in a high floor. Tapos, kapag nag-stationary bike ka, mas tataas ka pa, hindi ba?
Hindi naman, Tito. Sanay na din po ako mag workout using the stationary bike. Kasi cardio siya, Tito, eh. Pampa-boost talaga din siya ng body at the same time. Pampa-healthy din. Nababurn mo lahat ng fats that you have been taken in.
Okay. Carina? Naririnig mo ba ako, Carina? Parang waves yata ng tubig sa La Union ang naririnig ko.
Naayos na yung mic.
Carina? Hello, Carina? Oy, narinig ko na yung tahol ng dog. Nasaan na yung dog? Carina? Nasaan yung iba? Akala ko mapakilala mo sa akin yung dog mo.
Yung dog Eto, kunin ko na. Eto na yung doggy. Ate! Pabigay. Eto na.
Ano ba yan? Saint Bernard ba yan? Parang
Ayan
kasi
siya.
parang kasi laki ng refrigerator.
Siya
Ay,
actually. Kulit.
anong breed yan? Ang laki-laki niya.
Vision freeze. Dito naman.
Ay, hindi naman siya pala ganun kalaki. Kaya lang kasi mukhang malaki because sobrang close niya sa camera.
Middle
Ano?
lang. Mid. Oo.
Bigay ng boyfriend mo.
Medyo big boy na eh. Friend ko.
Naku na, ano yan na,
Friend
bigay ng
nagbigay.
boyfriend niya.
Ay, friend.
Ay! Mamaya pag ikaw pinag-Q&A ko, talagang ano, ha? Honey Bear.
Ex kasi.
Ay! Yan ang nga bang sinasabi ko, ex pala.
Ex nagbigay.
Ayun na, ex pala. I wish ako rin mabigyan ng... Ay, wag na pala. Mahirap nga pala mag-alaga ng aso pag pandemic. Maraming veterinaryong sarado. Oo. So, let's start with our Q&A. Pero light lang, ha? Very light lang ang Q&A natin. So, syempre, very light yan. Ibig sabihin, yung unang question, yung pinakamadali. So, sino unang gustong sumagot? Who wants to answer first? Raise your hand. Ay, ba't hindi nag-raise na?
Mahirap.
Ay!
Ano daw?
Ay! Ano yun?
Tito Norman, ayoko nang mahirap.
Nakakaloka. O sige, Carina. Naririnig mo ba ako? Carina, naririnig mo ba ako, Carina? Sasakalin kita. Ano ba? Okay, itong question mo.
Yes, Tito Norman.
If you were a tree, what kind of a tree would you be and why?
If I were a tree, I'd be a coconut tree. Kasi ang coconut tree has many uses and each part can have its own purpose. I myself want to have more purpose in everything that I do. And that's why I choose a coconut tree.
Nakakaloka ka talaga, Carina.
Really ba? Tito
Cariño.
Norman?
Oo, narinig ko yung sagot ko. Ang sagot mo, narinig ko. Ang next question natin would be for Honey Bear.
Yes, Tito. Hindi na po ba ako fast-moving? Okay na po ba?
Siguro pag sinagot mo na tong question, hindi ka na
Hindi na
magiging
nakakatakot.
fast moving.
Let's go, Tito. Push natin yan.
Someone gives you an elephant. Hindi mo siya pwedeng ibenta o ipamigay. Anong gagawin mo sa elefante?
Elefante. Baka mas malaki pa yan sa bahay namin, Tito. Charot.
O ano ang gagawin mo?
Well, Tito, someone taught me that if someone gives you something, that means they believe in you, Tito. So if someone gives me an elephant, I will take the responsibility of taking good care of that elephant, even though I don't have any personal experience or I know nothing about caring or raising an animal like that. I will do my best po to take care of that elephant, because if someone believes in me, I must believe in myself as well, Tito.
Okay. Ang next natin is si Teacher Lovely. Lovely.
Yes, Tito Norms.
Okay. Ito ang question mo, Lovely. If you had to work, pero hindi mo naman kailangan ng pera, anong trabaho gagawin mo? If you had to work but you didn't need the money because you're rich, what would you do?
Of course, if I have to work and I didn't need the money, I want to give it to the people who really want it. To those people na need po ng mga kailangan nila. And parang sa akin po, I want to focus on the education wherein kailangan po i-support yung education sa mga estudyante na hindi po sila nakakapunta sa paaralan, makapag-enroll, and I want to help them. I-enroll po sila. Then, of course, I want to support them para makapagtapos sila at maging tagumpay sa buhay. Tito Norms.
Okay. Graciella, are you ready?
Hi, Tito. Yes.
Okay. If you can choose one song to play every time you walk into any room for the rest of your life, what song would you choose and why?
Oh, this kind of emotional, but it would be Dance with My Father by Luther Vandross. And because you know what, growing up, I only had a few moments with my dad. He passed away when I was just around 15. And Dance with My Father is really a song that reminds me of him. I am longing for his presence all my life, but through the song, I can still vividly remember everything that we have been through, even just for a brief span of time.
Ay, yun na. Very emotional nga ang kanta na yun sa iyo, Grats. Okay. Now, this question, lahat kayo sasagot. One by one. We'll start again with Carina. Naririnig mo na ba ako, Carina? Para ba ako dito? Para akong nanay na, Carina. Naririnig mo na ba ako? Carina.
Nako, oo. Tito Norman,
Okay.
narinig ko na.
All right. So, lahat kayo sasagot ng question na to. Once the pandemic is over, why should we visit your province ahead of the others? Go, Carina. Once the pandemic is over, why should we visit your province ahead of the others?
Okay, so once the pandemic is over, you know, visiting La Union is a great opportunity after the pandemic. I know everyone has been longing to go to the beach, to visit somewhere, see nature, and La Union can provide that. After all, I've always shared, but you will definitely fall in la with La Union because of the wonders that we can provide. We have art, agritourism, and of course, we can satisfy your appetite. So, tayo na sa LU.
Yun ang sinasabi ko eh. Nako, tingnan nga natin kung ano ang kasabihin naman noong babaeng taga Sultan Kudarat. Honey Be, Once the pandemic
Why
is
not,
over,
Tito?
bakit kami unang visit sa Sultan Kudarat ahead of the others? Okay. Answer that
Why
like a tourism ambassador.
Okay. Well, aside from the beautiful places that my province Sultan Kudarat can offer to all of you, what I want to boost most about our province is our people. Our people who coexist and preserves peace beyond our cultural differences and political divisions. I am very sad because during this pandemic, what I have observed most is that there is a continuous divisiveness among Filipino people because of differing opinions and political stance. And that is why I want to invite you all to come and visit the Sultan Kudarat and learn from the Sultan Kudarateños, because even if we are or we came from different cultures and we have different political colors, we can set that all aside for us to continually achieve our goal, our one common goal, which is to attain and continuously attain a peaceful and developed Sultan Kudarat. And we have a saying that here in Sultan Kudarat, sikat ka. Tayo ang turismo.
Kakaloka ang spill talaga ng
Ano,
honey bear.
punta na po ba tayo ng Sultan Kudarat dito?
Akala ko ba na South Cotabato parang sa bato? Nakakaloka.
Tito, syempre Sultan Kudarat muna. Grabe naman. Love your own.
Lovely. Ikaw naman, lovely.
Yes.
Why should we visit
Of course.
your province ahead of the rest?
A lot of talk to you guys, especially to you, Tito Norms. We have agricultural lands, of course, that yields with tobacco, corn, rice, and vegetables. And not only the falls, the beaches, the historical churches here in Isabela, but also the people here in Isabela. We have our attitude wherein it is historic, very hospitable, resilient, and hardworking people. And you know what, Tito Norms, trivia lang po na the Isabela is one of the biggest supplier po ng rice dito sa ating bansa. And I am most very proud of that, Tito.
Yun na yun.
Yes.
Graciella, ikaw
Hi,
naman.
Tito.
Why should we visit Oriental Mindoro ahead of the others?
Well, growing up in the beautiful province of Oriental Mindoro, I know for a fact that it is more than just a coastal destination. It actually offers the best of both worlds. From the towering mountains of Sultan, the unspoiled waterways of Nauhan Lake, and even the captivating shores of Bulalakaw and Puerto Galera. And actually, we are the home for the wonderful Mangyans, one of the biggest indigenous groups here in our country. And also, I have a trivia, Tito. Did you know that we are also dubbed as the Island of Surprises? Well, you should pay a visit once everything is stable and safe. You'll probably know the reason why.
Ay, alam mo, nanuloka naman ako sa Islands of Surprises na yan. Parang, ano ba ikakagulat ko dyan?
Yes.
Love life ba yan? Kakagulat ko dyan sa surprises na
Who knows,
yan?
Tito, di ba?
Pero alam
We should
mo,
get back
actually,
sa Puerto Galera.
nung nagpunta ako ng Oriental Mindoro before, because yun nga, sa dive site areas kami because of another beauty pageant na kilover ko noon. As in talaga, na-experience ko na yan talaga na naliligo kami sa ulan. Hindi dahil gusto naming maligo sa ulan, pero inabutan kami ng ulan sa tabi ng dagat. Itatawid kami ng bangka to another island. Pero Diyos ko, basang-basa talaga. Para kami mga basang manok doon sa bangka talaga. No? What?
Around
Nakakaloka.
what time po ba kayo, Tito, nagpunta?
Hindi
Around
kasi
what time po kayo nagpunta, Tito?
hapon yun, hapon. Pero actually, nung pabalik na kami doon sa kung saan yung dive sites, mga mga 5 in the afternoon. Tapos, umuulan. Mabuti na lang, Graciella. Guwapo yung nag-ooperate ng bangka.
Ay, Tito, parang good looking po ata lahat from there. Ay, kidding lang.
Naku, ano ba naman yan?
Kidding lang.
Oo, may makakarinig niyan at nakilala ko tayo Oriental Mindoro at mag-agree. Baka magsabi bigla yun. Totoo naman po, hindi ba? Ang gwapo ko. Ay po, mahirap na pagsalitain yun.
Actually, the
Now,
best time kasi to visit our province kasi mga around summer talaga. Kasi yung ibang time po kasi medyo maulan talaga.
but okay lang naman sa akin yan. It's an adventure actually. Carina? Carina, naririnig mo ba ako, Carina? Para ako tumatawag na, Carina, kakain na, Carina.
Yes, Tito Norman.
Okay, ito na tayo sa serious Q&A, Carina. All right,
Po
are you
yun.
ready? Are you ready?
Yes po.
Okay. Carina, if you were a judge instead of a candidate, what qualities will you look for in the next winners of Binibining Pilipinas?
You know, Tito Norman, I've actually been thinking about this, especially it's the time, it's a new normal. We're in a pandemic. And I think if I were a judge, I would look for a candidate who perseveres for her dream because I know that she will be a great representative for the country. In these times, she will be empathy and represent the best that we can be during these, difficult times. So, yun yung talagang hanapin ko as a judge. And I think that it's very needed right now.
All right. Honey Bear,
Yes, Tito.
okay, here's your question. What is one misconception your fellow Binibinis have about you? And paano mo na-correct yung misconception nila sa iyong iyon?
Well, not this does not only imply to my Binibini sisters, no, but most of the people who have met me. Most of the people, as well as my Binibini sisters, thought that I was too competitive. But honestly, I am not. I am a person just like everyone else in a point that I put too much passion in everything that I do, especially when I really want to achieve that thing. And I proved them wrong because I was able to build a good relationship with them. I am able to befriend them and show them that I am really not that competitive. I am just doing my best to whatever I put my heart and mind into.
Okay. Thank you, Honey Bear. Teacher Lovely.
Yes,
Okay, Teacher Lovely, ito yung question mo. Imagine yourself in 5 years. What do you hope will be different about you compared to now?
imagine
Imagine yourself in 5
myself
years.
5 years. Yeah. I think I have a stable job because now is I am a volunteer teacher po and hopefully na sana is magkaroon na po ako ng stable job. And for tulungan na rin po yung parents ko wherein mabigyan ng sariling tricycle yung tatay ko. I'm very emotional about this one. Kasi yung hiling niya sa akin ay na mabigyan ng tricycle and mabigyan ko sila na maginhawang pamumuhay balang araw. And siguro may bibigay ko sa kanila yon years from now.
Or kapag nanalo kang Binibining Pilipinas. Di ba? Okay. Graciella. Okay.
Hi, Tito.
Tell me about the time you made a mistake or failed in something. Anong natutunan mo? And give me one good example.
Okay. I can actually still recall the time when I joined our campus pageant twice. On my first try, I failed to make it into the final cut. I was so young then, but that didn't stop me. I trained and analyzed where I fell short, the things that I have to improve on. And the following year, I joined again, only to find out that the crown will finally rest in my head. And it was truly and undeniably a sweet comeback. And from that experience, I have learned that the road to success may not be easy to navigate, but with perseverance and the right mindset, everything is possible. Everything is attainable. Yun po,
All
tita.
right. Thank you, Graciella. Now, this next question, lahat kayo sasagot nito ha. All of you will answer this question. Carina. Carina. Narinig mo ba, Carina? Carina.
Yes, Tito
Para ako nanay ni
Norman.
Carina.
Yes
Oo.
po.
Oo.
Yes, Tito Norman.
Okay. Now, this question, lahat kayo sasagot ha. With the long wait for the finals of Binibining Pilipinas, what does it really mean to win a crown for you? With the long wait for the finals of Binibining Pilipinas, what does it really mean to win a crown for you? Lahat kayo sasagot nito ha.
Previously, to crown for me means an achievement, but now it's more. It's a testament that we can, a lot of us, have our dreams put on hold. But right now, with me pursuing this long winding road to my dream to be a Binibining Pilipinas queen, I guess it means more because all of the hardships, all of the things that we've experienced together as a batch, and of course with my team, I feel that having the crown is a testament that there is hope. There is hope that we can achieve our dreams and be there independent that we want to be in life. That's all.
All right. Honey Bear?
Rinig ba ako, Tito Norman?
Yeah, narinig
Tita?
kita. Oo, medyo delayed yung motion mo pero narinig ko ang answer mo. Honey Bear, what's your answer?
So, it's been a year. More than a year. Yes, more than a year. Tito, I joined this pageant bringing only with me a dream. A dream that someday I can win a national pageant. That winning a crown is one of the greatest achievements in my life. But with what is happening right now, a crown is not only a symbol of a dream that came true for me, but a crown is a symbol of a serious commitment and dedication. It is a living reminder that no matter how big or how small our dreams will be, we need to put all our hearts and minds to it together to realize those dreams. And no matter when will it happen, we need to keep our faith high. We need to hold up onto that dream because someday, somehow, that dream will be ours.
Ay, ibang
Hopefully.
pag sumegway itong si Honey Bear Parreñas, talagang Kudaratenya talaga, makuda, oh. Teacher Lovely, your answer please, Teacher
Yes.
Lovely.
It's been a year. You know what, Tito Norms? Official candidates for me is a big achievement na in my life. And having a prize really meant to me because we do all sacrifices, we have a lot of time and effort that it's paid off na. Kasi I have a client of course is out my advocacy wherein it is focuses on education for all po, Tito. I want to inspire and of course there's a lot of youth of today, Tito Norms.
All right. Thank you, Teacher Lovely. May narinig po akong humuning tuko. Saan po kayang probinsya yung tuko na yon na narinig? Ay, sinabi ko na nga ba? Sultan Kudarat yun eh. Pero bago lang po tayo magpatuloy, Meron po tayong shout out. Two of our Binibinis are watching you, ladies. Hannah Arnold and Francesca Taruk. Hello, ladies.
Oh,
Hi,
hi,
Yeah.
Francesca.
Yes.
Hi.
And shout out ulit tayo sa iba pang heri na Dina Gabilagin,
Hi,
Sabian Di
Fran!
Malilay, Jessica Quiñones, JP Figuracion, and Suri 18. Ay, naku, supporters yun pala ni Honey Bear. Nako, ano ba? Nakakatuwa naman. Ngayon, ang ating pong huling sasagot ng question is the Binibini who has already spent 2 birthdays as a Binibini.
Grabe naman
Dalawang
may further
beses.
emphasis yung to birthday.
Aba, you are the one who told me that. Oh, sabi ko sa'yo, di ba, babawi ako sa'yo. Oh, di ba? She celebrated already 2 birthdays as a Binibini. Answer the question now about what it really means for you to win a crown.
Okay, Tito, to be completely honest, winning a Binibini Philippines crown is definitely life-changing. And from the past queens, I have witnessed how they use the platform to support and help the cause that they believe in. But for me, winning a crown in a time of a crisis and pandemic is a big responsibility to carry. I see it as an opportunity to spread the message of hope. And also, I don't just want to be a face of Binibini. I want to be an instrument in helping other people. And that for me is the greatest crowning moment.
All right. Wow, handang-handa sila sumagot. Ngayon, meron pong question na pinadala sa akin ng isa kong loyal viewer and reader sa blog, si Andrew Apilado. Medyo itutweak ko lang ng konti yung question para bagay na bagay sa situation natin ngayon. Kasi yung question niya is medyo generic ng konti ang dating. I-tweak ko lang ng konti. Pero this time around, i-reverse ko ang answering order. Graciella will answer first, then Teacher Lovely, then Honeybe and Carina will answer last. Okay? Hindi pa po alam ni Direk itong question na to, kaya ngayon pa lang po niya maririnig ang question na to. At hindi niyo rin to alam dahil hindi ko talaga sinabi sa inyo. Here is the question. Please listen well. Knowing the pandemic that has hit us last year up to now, knowing the pandemic that has hit us from last year up to now, what will you tell your 15-year-old self about the future? I will say the question in Tagalog. If you already know, alam mo na kung ano yung nangyari sa pandemic 2020 up to now. What advice will you give your 15-year-old self about the future? Ano advice ibibigay mo? What advice will you give your 15-year-old self about the future, knowing that in 2020 and 2021, it's going to be a global pandemic?
If there is something that I will tell my 15-year-old self, probably I will ask her to maximize everything that she has been through and also make use of all her experiences in a way that it will teach her a lesson. And also, don't take things for granted because like in our situation right now, we have been facing several circumstances where we are being tested. So I will say to my younger self again that don't take things for granted and be thankful and grateful for every possibility and opportunities that will be given.
Nakaka-pressure na maging lima ng apelido, di ba, Graciella? Oo,
Yes.
di ba? Yes. Okay, lovely. How about you? What advice will you give your 15-year-old self now that you know what happened to us in 2020 and 2021 up to now?
I will advise to my 50 years old to myself that we have a lot of experience that we experience, of course, and we need to value life. We need to value our healthy life because And we don't know, hindi natin alam kung ano yung hanggang kailan lang tayo. And we need to value it kasi napakahalaga ng buhay para sa atin. And kailangan mong i-cherish lahat ng moments mo in life. That's it po,
Right.
Tita Norms.
All right, Teacher Lovely. Honey Bear,
Tito,
kumaka-post yung babaeng yan. Akala mo, pumodel-model ko na yan. Oh.
inayos ko. Inayos ko po yung
Yes, Honey Bear.
Go, Tito.
What advice would you give to your 15-year-old self, knowing now that a pandemic hit us 2020 up to now? What will you advise her about the future?
Well, first and foremost, I would advise my 15-year-old self to always be grateful for all the things that is with her. May it be small or big. Be grateful, be thankful, be always blessed. And I will tell her to live her life to the fullest. Don't let those past experiences, make that bad or good, to hold you back. Live life to the fullest, but brace yourself for whatever will come your way.
All right. No? Ikaw talaga para talaga reporter ang dating itong si Honey Bear.
Actually, pangarap ko po yan, Tito.
Oo. Carina, anak, narinig mo ba ako, Carina? Carina. Alam ko naman naririnig mo ako, Carina. Eh. Okay, what's your answer to the question?
Well, the pandemic has taught us that life is fragile. And if I were to tell advice to my 15-year-old self, I'd tell her to connect with the people.
Carina, ulitin mo yung yan. Ano po putol-putol? Oo. Ulitin mo ng konti. Ano mo. Kumukumpas-kumpas na si Honey Bear doon eh. Parang hindi niya naririnig yung sagot mo. Kaya, ulitin mo yung sagot mo, Carina. No, hindi. Natuwa lang ako. Ito naman si Honey Bear. Carina, ano ba? Hindi ko. Ulitin mo yung sagot mo, hindi ko narinig. Ano yun, Carina? Pakiulit. Tama na, wala bilato rin si Carina. Nakakaloka. At dahil dyan, magbibigay pa ako ng isang mahirap na question sa inyo. Uunahin na naman natin si Graciella Lehmann dyan. Na question na yun.
Hi,
Are you ready?
Tito.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Gratz?
Okay po, Tito.
Considering the long wait, para lang ma-type din direct yung question dahil mixi naman itong question eh. Considering the long wait, is it all worth it? Considering the long wait, is it all worth it?
Definitely, it's worth it because it has been a childhood dream. And I have been looking forward to this day. And I have been looking forward to represent my country in God's perfect timing. And also, I am looking forward for the growth that will be given up to me by the pageant itself. And also by the platform and the influence that will be given onto me.
All right. Bago ko pasagutin, si Honey Bear na may naglalakad na boyfriend niya sa likod niya. Okay lang yun. Si Teacher Lovely muna.
Hindi pa ako nasa bahay.
Si Teacher Lovely muna pasasagutin ko. Bago ikaw, Honey Bear, si Lovely muna. Lovely, considering the wait, the long wait, is it all worth it?
Of course, Tito Norms, it is all worth it because it is our dream na sumali sa Binibini Pilipinas and we need to fight for it because it is our dream. And to all my supporters out there na nag-fight din para sa laban na ito is napakalaki taon na preparation namin for this. And I think June 27 is the final.
Okay. Karina, naririnig mo
Tito
na ba ito?
Norman, okay na.
Nakakaloka kung kailan malapit ano. Ay, Diyos ko talaga naluloka ako. Sagutin mo yung question kanina, binitin mo ko. What is your advice to your 15-year-old self knowing now that the pandemic has hit us 2020 up to now? What will you advise her about the future?
So the pandemic has taught us that life is fragile, and putting that into good use, I think it's important that we remind ourselves to connect more with our relatives, our friends, or anyone who's important to us. I would tell my younger self as well to invest in health insurance because I feel that nowadays it's really important to get sick, knowing that 2020 and 2021 has brought many casualties. And it's important to first and foremost protect or at least keep yourself healthy. So that was
Alam
my
mo na,
answer.
oo, napansin ko lang ladies sa mga sagot niyo tungkol sa question sa 15-year-old self, wala kayong sinabi na anything about giving your 15-year-old self yung bang clue na, hoy, hala ka, pagdating ng 2020 may mangyayari. Sa palagay niyo ba, hindi dapat gawin yon? Kahit sino pwedeng sumagot doon. Kasi napansin ko, I've heard all your answers, pero wala sa inyo nagsabi about, uy ha, baka pagdating ng 2020, delikado, may mangyayaring hindi maganda. Pero wala sa inyo nagsabing gano'n.
Yes.
Dapat ba walang magsabi? Sinabitin ako sa iyo, Carina, so ikaw na sumagot tumuloy doon. Okay.
Yeah. I think with regards to warning everyone, yes, it's important. But I've also read that pandemics generally start when, it's really nature. We can't say when the next pandemic will occur. And what you can do, though, is to really advise everyone to stay hygienic and to practice healthy habits as well. Because nature is unpredictable. It's not just yung environment natin, but also with regards to how these diseases start. So what we can do is to really keep ourselves, practice proper hygiene and eat healthy food. So yun talaga, feel ko, Tito Norm.
Okay. Honey Bear, nasagot mo na
Yes,
yung question
Tito.
na yung kanina, pero yung nabitin na question na maririnig na rin ngayon ni Karina na sasagutin din niya afterwards. Despite the long wait, is it all worth it? Sagutin mo yan, Honey Bear.
Tito, being one of the official candidates of Binibinis Pilipinas is a huge pleasure on my part. As a probinsyana who came from Mindanao, as a dreamer and a believer, it is all worth it because it is the commemoration of this journey. Thus, it is all worth it. The wait, all the efforts, the investments, all the time and sacrifice that we have gave to this is all worth it, Tito.
Okay. Karina, despite
Yes,
the
Tito
long
Norm.
wait, is it worth it? Waiting
I've
this
asked
long?
myself countless times if this journey is worth it. But then I remember myself back in college, I had this quote that I had to really stick to because even my journey back then was really difficult. So the quote is, nothing worth having comes easy. And being here, I think it's not just the crown, which is very worth it, but even our journey itself. Because it made me, for example, as a candidate, it made me stronger. It made me rely on myself more to know who I really am. And I think it matters so much because come uh, coronation night, we will be able to showcase at least the best of who we are, at least tried and tested through a pandemic. The pandemic versions of, queens, it's really different. So I do believe that the whole wait will be worth it. Because after all, nothing worth having comes easy.
Ay, bawing-bawi ka naman bigla ngayon, Karina. Binawi mo naman bigla ngayon kasi kayo naman pa ako talaga. Binibitin na para ako tumatawag na, kakain na, Karina. Baba ka
Sorry,
na.
Tito Norman.
Oo, luto na yung ulam. Kakain na. Para bang ganoon. Now, we are in that part of our program where each one of you will give your parting statements to everyone and also share kung ano man activities na gagawin nyo in the coming weeks, perhaps. And to share yung social media accounts nyo so that the viewers can follow you. So this is the time to do that. I will ask each one of you one by one to give your parting statements and to give them a quick update on what's going to happen to you in the coming weeks before the finals of Binibini Pilipinas in June. Graciella, you're first.
Okay, hello everybody. Thank you so much for unwavering support. Thank you so much for continuously supporting every girl in this journey because this has been a dream for all of us. And also, I would like to thank the provincial government of Oriental Mindoro and also the people behind my journey, my family, my friends, and to all my loved ones. Thank you for always championing me through and through. Thank you so much. And also, I would like to take this chance to ask also for your support. Please support me in my social media. You may follow me at Graciella Lehmann, both in Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much, Tito Norman, for
Okay.
having me. I feel really honored.
Oh. At si Graciella po ay hindi po siya related kay Laura Lehmann pero idol po niya si Laura Lehmann. Magkaapelido lang po sila.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Honey Bear? Parting statements mo,
Yes,
what can we
Tito.
expect from you? What can we expect from Sultan Kudarat and your social media accounts?
Yes. Before I thank my team and my Sultan Kudaratanyas, I first want to thank you, Tito. Kasi sa intro mo kanina, hindi ko pa na-insert, but you were one of those people who inspired me to join national pageants.
Ay, naiiyak ako bigla.
Is it
Ano
okay
ba?
for me to disclose it?
Ano ba
Tito, is
yan?
it okay for me to disclose it? This
Yes!
is one of your words during our closed-door interview during Reyna ng Aliwan 2019. Honestly,
Go,
Tito
go.
Norman asked me if you were not for Reyna ng Aliwan, are you willing or are you open to join national pageants? Well, that was my clue that someone sees a potential in me. And that someone isn't just someone na, but it is someone who has a big name in the pageantry world.
Ano ba? Umiiyak ka ba? Nakakaloka? Parang kang lumuluha dyan.
Hindi, Tito. I really just want to thank you for seeing the potentials in me and for asking me that specific question. Thank you so much, Tito. Next, I want to thank all the viewers na sumama sa atin ngayong hapon. Thank you po. To my dear Sultan Kudarateños, thank you. To the provincial government of Sultan Kudarat, to our provincial tourism head, Sir Yuri, to my handler, Kuya Eugene, thank you so much. And to everyone who continuously support, love, and guides me through this pageant of mine, the Pilipinas journey. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And you can follow me at Haniba Parreñas, both on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.
Kaloka yan. Teacher Lovely, how about you?
Yes. So all my supporters, thank you for your unending support for me, and especially Mayor Totep Calderon to support me here, and my LG family. Thank you, Roxas and Isabela for all your support in me. And please follow me on my IG account and Facebook account. Salamat din po sa mga supporters ko, sa makeup artist ko, sa mga team Mundang Makugay Makeup, Hair and Makeup Hub, KF, Kagandahang Flores, and of course, my family who supported me. Thank you po.
Ay, may message sa iyo, Teacher Lovely. Ako po yung boyfriend ni Lovely, hindi po niya ako pinasalamatan. Ay, nakakaloka naman yung boyfriend na yan, Lovely. Ano ba? Kanina pa siya nagme-message. Joke lang.
Wala.
Joke lang. Alam mo, tutuwa ako pag ano. Natutuwa ako sa iyo pag natutuwa ako pag nag-joke ako sa mga teachers. Kasi nga teacher din ako. Nakakaloka. Okay. Kaya gano'n. Kaya mag-message siya talaga. Carina!
Yes, Tito Norman.
Your
So,
parting
I guess-
statements and your acknowledgements of thanks, social media accounts, and the like.
The path to the crown has been a long and winding road, and I guess each and every one of us was able to, for a short time, show our personalities here through Tito Norman's Pageantry Norms. So thank you so much, Tito Norman, for inviting us, because these little opportunities do give the audience a chance to know us more. And I'd like to thank my supporters, my Carinas, for keeping me updated as well of what they want to happen or what they expect me to create, like the content. And I'd like to thank as well my parents, of course, for supporting me in this endeavor, and the provincial government of La Union. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to represent La Union on a national stage again. I do appreciate each and every one who messages me for, words of support. And I'd like to also give a message that these times, I know that it's kind of difficult because we're a pandemic batch, but I do know that there is a reason for everything. And why we're here is important as well, because each of us candidates have our own stories, have our own things to say once we get on stage, and it is all our dream to be on stage and grace at least the big dome. It's really important for us. So thank you so much again, and I hope that you guys keep in touch, because of course we don't know yet, but as of now it's June 27 for our coronation night. So please do watch out for more updates and follow me on my socials. So my Instagram is @kmacarina. So that's all.
Nakakaloka. Ano ba? Bakit biglang luminaw ka? Bigla ka bang nag-change ng brand ng internet? Ha?
Nag-change bigla.
Nakakaloka biglang. O, tamo, pag si Lovely, luminaw bigla. Alam, naluloka ako. Bakit biglang kung kailan patapos ang programa, biglang nagsipaglinawan ang mga ano nyo, ha? Tama no, itong si Carina, biglang sabi ko, ano yun? Biglang ba't biglang naging 5G siya? Biglang biglang luminaw. Tapos biglang, pati si Lovely, mas malit sila ang wala kayo masasabi, Sultan Kudarat pa yung pinakamalinaw. Although nag-horror siya kanina. So parang nakakatakot. Pero sa kanya pa yung pinaka-stable
Part of the
ng
show, Tito.
Oo, nakakaloka talaga yun. Yun mo naka-itim na siya, itim pa yung background, itim pa buhok niya. Kapag naman, nakikita niyo, parang lumulutang lang talaga siya sa ere doon. Graciella, hindi na lumulutang yung buhok mo, hindi na malamig siya, ano?
Ditong hangin pa din. Medyo wala na lang yung araw.
Hindi na lumilipad. Kanina kasi parang may electric current sa buhok mo na tumatayo talaga silang lahat. Pero ngayon hindi na.
So, dito po ako ring light here. Nasa apartment ko po talaga yung ring
Ay,
light.
nako, okay lang yun. Walang problema sa akin yung ring light. Alam mo, actually, ang epekto pa nga ng ring light sa atin, husunog ang mga balat natin because if it's constantly exposed to the light and everything. Carina, are you in the... Na-union ka ba ngayon, Carina?
No po, Tito Norman. I'm here in Manila pa din po.
Oo. How I wish I was in La Union somewhere. I know, ako yoko na. Ako, I will.
Yung sa Santol nga po.
Name drop!
Hoy, hindi naman siya taga Santol or taga La Union. Visitor din siya. It so happens na akala ko kasi nung una, kasi celebrity na to, parang hindi na to mamamansin, parang mayabang na to. Ay, hindi pala. Wait. Ay, ano ba yan? Ba't may mga kinikilig-kilig pang gano'n? Natuwa lang ako. Hindi, alam mo kung ba't ako natuwa talaga lalo. Ano ba yung pinagstayan namin siya na resort? Hindi ko na maalala tuloy yung pangalan. Pero maganda yung resort na pinagstayan namin na surfers talaga. Kasi hindi kami pwedeng mag-stay na ng overnight nung time na yon. As in, we had to, balikan lang kami talaga. So, we had to pick up our stuff dun sa hotel room natin. Yung temporary na parang...
Yes.
Tapos naroon siya mag-isa, umiinom mag-isa. Ay, sabi ko, lumapit, nakipag-usap. Ayun, natuwa lang ako. Yun lang. Ay, ano ba yan? Hindi nakakaloka
Talaga,
kayo.
ano
Para
yan
namang,
siya, Tito
oo,
Norman.
para namang, ano ba yan? Ano ba ako pa high school student? Para ba naman ako dito high school student? Nakakaloka kayo, mga tinatanong niyo sa akin. Oo. Pero alam niyo actually, ladies, kahit sabihin natin na na-extend long and winding ang road nyo to the Binibining Pilipinas Finals, yung pag-extend na yan, nakita ko nga yung advantage yan on my part because it allowed me to invite as many Binibinis as possible para ma-guess. Actually, kaya nga nag-start ako ng panibagong series eh. I had 3 parts of Binibinis back in action and this is part 1 of a long and winding road to the crown. I'm not sure pa kung what part of season 5 yung susunod na yung part 2 nito pero definitely there will be a part 2 in season 5. Dahil as episode 9 na po tayo, ladies and gentlemen, so for next week, episode 10, season finale na po na season 4. Naloloka na po ako, na-pressure na ako.
Yay! Congrats,
Abangan
Tito
niyo po,
Dan.
abangan niyo po,
Congratulations, Tito!
abangan niyo po ang season finale next week. Kinakabahan po ako doon, dahil solo guest lang po. Pero, para to give you an idea lang po, for season finale of season 4 next week, ang solo guest natin will be the newly crowned Miss Grand International from the US, si Abina Aquaba. Solo lang talaga siyang mag-guest for our season 4 finale. At medyo dinugulan po ako ng konti to arrange yung guesting na yon because syempre, pag winner na kasi ng international crown, medyo you need to pass through several procedures pa. Pero wala na pong masihigit pa sa pressure sa akin for season 5. Alam niyo po kung bakit? Dahil season 5 po, doon tatama yung first year anniversary ng PageantryNorms na mas nakaka-pressure sa akin. Mas gugustuhin ko pa na i-guest sa first anniversary special yung lahat ng Binibinis kaysa maghanap ako ng talagang bigating isa lang i-guest. Mas makakaya ko po na magkaroon ng 34 na Binibinis kaysa isang tao lang po na may pressure ako. Hindi ko alam kung sino i-guess ko. Baka, Carina, baka siya na lang i-guess ko kaya? Yun na lang kaya?
Siya na lang kaya para reunion, catch up ulit.
Oy, Carina, magugulat ka talaga pag ginawa ko yan. Dare me, magagawin ko yan.
Sige, Tito Norman. Joke.
Magagawa ko yan pag talaga pero I need to come up with an episode na kung saan babagay siya. Kailangan kong mag-guess ng Beauty Queen na isa-serenade niya. Ay! Ano ba yun?
Ay, singer pala.
Ano ba? Hoy, grabe kayong mga babae.
Ala!
Ano ba?
Ay, grabe,
Ano ba
Tito.
yan?
Baka may lupa.
So,
Huwag na, naku, ano mo na. Uy, naku, naluloka na ako sa inyo. Huwag nyo na nga akong pilitin. Nakakaloka ka talaga.
Parang nadudulas si Tito.
Tumigil nga kayo. Final shoutout na lang po, ha? Final shoutout po to Scar Gadgali for Carina. Razel Ebona Pauya for Honey Bear. Ang dami dito umano. Tapos Goldie Padilla for Graciella. And ang dami dito kay Love na wala bigla dito sa screen ko. Marami rin dito kay Love. Actually, red kayo meron eh. Kaya nakakatuwa eh. Ay, lagi lalabas dito yung boyfriend mo talaga, Lovely. Nanuloka lang ako. Ako po, ang boyfriend ni Lovely, ayaw niya po akong pansinin mula kanina pa. Nakakatuwa lang.
Tito hanggang sa start hanggang sa last.
Ay, alam mo naman, maganda pang ending.
Consistent.
Okay. Yan. So, yan po ang
Di ba
ating...
pwedeng kay Honeybee?
Wala namang love life yun si Honeybee. Diyos ko, Lord. Ano ba hanapin namin? Kung yung bato nga sa South Cotabato, hahanapin namin para kalikan yung bato. Hindi ba? Nakakaloka lang. Pero alam mo talaga, I'm really looking forward na matapos ng pandemic because I really want to visit all of your provinces. Yan. LU, walang problema sa akin yan dahil may nag-invite sa akin palagi sa LU. Actually, meron sa akin standing invitation na sa Sultan Kudarat.
Yay!
Hindi, because of the pandemic nga, hindi nga matuloy-tuloy. Kasi supposedly, nung yung huling mutya ng Sultan Kudarat ba yun?
Kalimutan festival. Okay.
Oo.
Mutya ng Sultan
Dahil,
Kudarat.
sinabihan na ako nung dapat ni Mark Kenchi. Pero, yun nga, because of the pandemic, mas mahirap na So, sa Oriental Mindoro naman, nakapunta na ako doon. Pero of course, I want to go back there. Para naman, makapunta ako sa mansion ng mga Lehmanns doon sa Oriental
How I wish,
Mindoro.
Tito.
And sa Ross, alam mo,
maganda po ito mag-visit sa South naman.
yes, of course. Pero pag na rin mag-visit sa Isabela, alam ko bakit.
Yes.
Maraming guwapo sa Isabela. I know that.
Ay,
Oo.
dito sama naman kami.
Kapag
Tito, isasama mo kami.
Ay, kung kaya tayong i-accommodate ni Lovely sa Isabela.
Sure
Lovely
pa
baba naman.
Actually, alam ko
Parang kaya ni Lovely yan.
Alam ko talaga maraming gwapo sa sa Cagayan, sa Isabela, Tuguegarao. Maraming gwapo dyan. Kasi nga sinabi ko sa inyo, gusto ko mga Pinoy na Pinoy. Doon sa area nila Lovely, Pinoy na Pinoy talaga. Sa area mo La Union, Carina, marami na silang mga foreigners Kaya,
Mix na.
hindi ako masyadong sa foreigners. Pag kay Hanibe naman, tagal-tagal, layo-layo, biyahe pa ako aeroplano, lilipad pa ng matagal bago dumating na Sultan Kudarat. Kila Graciella rin. Kila Graciella rin, puro foreigners na rin doon. Ang dami-dami.
Dito madami talaga.
No choice
Hoy.
ka, Tito Isabela.
Papatayin na ako ng direktor natin. Ano ba yan? Ang haba-haba ng nyo, pinag-uusapan nyo, ha? Nag-overtime na tayo. Yan po ang episode namin this afternoon. Abangan nyo po ang ating season 4 finale next week. Always stay safe. Alalahanin niyo po, hindi pa po tapos ng pandemic. Mag-iingat tayo palagi. Always make sure that you are protected. Lagi naka-mask, lagi naka-shield, face shield. So, saan ba naman po matapos din ito, makakapagbiyahe tayo and we'll be happy once again to see the crowning of Binibini Philippines 2021 on June 27 at the Araneta Coliseum. Will these 4 ladies be the winners? Nasa kanila po pang husto na Binibini Pilipinas. Abangan po natin yan. In the meantime, enjoy po kayo the rest of your weekend. Have a nice dinner later. Ako po, after nito, bibigyan nila lang ako ng 15 minutes. Meron na naman po akong virtual pageant judging naman na gagawin. Kaya wala po talagang, kurasya po, wala po talagang pahinga ang yung lingkod. Girls, ladies, Binibinis, let's give everyone a big flying kiss. Grabe namang mag-flying kiss. Grabe mag-flying kiss talaga yung Sultan Kudarat, no? Sabihin, ano ba yan? Parang pinaglilihihan naman si Honeybell.
Para